Imagine someone handed you the keys to one of the world's most advanced data centers. You swipe your access card and the heavy security door slides open and you step inside. What would you expect to see? Thousands of blinking servers, robots driving around, a scene straight out of a science fiction movie? Well, the reality is sadly far more simpler and much more impressive. Let's take a look inside. Now, from the outside, most data centers don't look particularly exciting. In fact, many of them look like ordinary warehouses. No giant antennas, no flashing lights, no futuristic domes, just a very secure building. But don't let the outside fool you. Inside is one of the most important pieces of infrastructure in the modern world. A data center isn't just a building full of computers. It's a highly secure, purpose-built facility designed to keep IT infrastructure running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And here's the important part. A data center isn't just a room full of servers. It's an entire ecosystem. So imagine we sliced a modern data center in half and looked inside. You discover that it's really made up of 5 major zones, and each has a different job. And together, they keep the digital world running. So let's start with Zone 1, the computing and IT infrastructure. Now, this is the brain of the data center, and it's where the real work happens. Rows and rows of servers, storage systems, networking equipment, and increasingly powerful AI processors called GPUs. Now, this is where your photos are stored, and your emails are delivered, and your favorite videos are streamed, and your websites are hosted, and your AI questions are answered. Now, without the zone, there is no cloud. Zone 2 is the power systems. Now, the second zone keeps everything alive. A data center doesn't simply plug into the nearest wall socket. It has dedicated electrical infrastructure, transformers, switchgear, industrial battery systems called UPS units, and backup generators, often the size of semi-trucks and even larger. So because even a few seconds without electricity can interrupt services used by millions of people, we need all of these backup systems. Zone 3 is the cooling systems. Now, the third zone keeps everything cool. And believe me, it has a big job. Servers generate enormous amounts of heat. So without cooling, they would quickly overheat. And modern data centers use massive air conditioning systems, industrial chillers, and increasingly, very interestingly, liquid cooling technology for powerful AI servers. No cooling, no computing. Zone 4 is for networking. Now think of this as the highway system. It connects the servers to each other, it connects the data center to the internet, and it makes sure your requests find exactly the right server, often in just a fraction of a second. So without networking, your data would never arrive, and neither would your Netflix movie. Oh, the horror.
The horror.
So finally, everything has to be protected, right? After all, these buildings contain some of the world's most valuable digital infrastructure. So data centers use multiple layers of security, access control, security cameras, biometric scanners, fire protection systems, and dedicated control rooms called network operating centers or NOCs, where engineers monitor the entire facility 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Someone is always watching. Not your photos, luckily, right? The infrastructure. So let's go back to the selfie from our last episode. You take the photo, your phone uploads it across the internet, the networking systems receive it, the servers decide where to store it, and the storage systems save it. So power systems keep everything running, and the cooling systems keep the equipment at the right temperature, and the security systems make sure both the building and your data remain protected. And all of this happens in just a few seconds, millions of times, every single day. Next time someone says the cloud, you'll know exactly what they're talking about. Not magic, not an invisible place floating in the sky, but a highly engineered facility, filled with computing equipment, supported by enormous power systems, advanced cooling, high-speed networking, and layers of physical security. It's one of the greatest engineering achievements of the modern world. Because without data centers, there is no internet as we know it. And perhaps the most important thing to remember is this: a data center isn't a room full of computers, it's an entire ecosystem. And just like that, we have run out of time again. If you enjoyed today's tour of a data center, please do me a quick favor. Give the like button a little tap. It has excellent uptime, but it still appreciates the occasional maintenance. And if you'd like more bite-sized explainers that make complex technology easy to understand, don't forget to subscribe. And in our next lesson, we are going to have a look at cloud computing. So it's going to be linked here somewhere at the top of me. So go and have a look at that. And thank you for watching yet another episode of this awesome series. And remember the free download in the description below.